So let me retrace my steps. So we were in this area, and we battled everybody once, and we tried to battle everybody again, but they will not duel us a second time. So we need to progress the story before we can have a repeat duelist. So, floor of the shop. I know you can win. Hey, Flesh. Taya told me what is up. So, Taya told her friends everything, including the dog, maybe. So we must get the Millennium items. And then we enter the shop here, the card shop, and then everybody separates so that you can battle them. Outside of the shop, they follow you, so you cannot interact with them, but inside the shop, you can. So we come here to get some cards. And here is the shop screen. You have your money at the top, the sell price, the money you would have left over if you purchased it, I think. So if we hit buy, it has a cost there, but that cost, I think it says sell, but I think that's the cost, how much the card costs. 12,000 domino. And the cost down at the lower right of the screen is, I think, the cost of the card to play it, 319. So way out of our league. We have a score, a duelist level of around of 72, I think. And I think it may increase a point here, a point there, every time we have a duel. But yeah, so way out of our league, but let's scroll through. And these are the cards that are available at the moment. And then it goes way down. And it will, the card shop changes over time. It gets, you get access to more and more cards, so you have to come back every now and then. And the card prices change, and the amount of cards come in. Say you want one of these, and they only have one available, so you buy it, and then you must come back later if you're looking for that card in particular, and buy another one. So it is an interesting card shop, and I think the only game of its kind, other than, yeah, I think there's another game that came out before this of the same type, but outside of these two, I can't remember what the other game's called. Eternal? No. I was going to say Eternal Duel of Soul, but that is a different one. But whatever the game that came out before this that is in the same style as this, those two games, that and this one, may be the only ones that have varying shop prices, which is interesting. But we have all the cards, so we need not any of them. But since we got to the shop, let's upgrade our deck a little bit. Because that is the rule that I have set, is that we can upgrade our deck as we progress a little bit. And I will... How... Negan... Nope. First, let me see what cards I would like. I need to figure out how to sort these. Oh, trunk. Alright, yeah, start and select is how you do that. So select, it goes through them. And start is where you can... I'll select type. And what I'm looking for are, I suppose, earth types. Wind, forest. Okay, not these types. Here we go. Now we set summon, so there's type and attribute. I'm looking for... These are all shadows. Light. Look at these. Forest. I'm looking for beasts and beast warriors and things like that, I think. Because the deck I would like to make over time is a forest deck, where you have the forest power, field power, and everything gets powered up by that. So stuff like Silverfang, which I think is my favorite looking card. I like Silverfang. I first got Silverfang when I was in 2002 or so, when the game came out. And I got the starter deck Yugi. So I like that card. So beasts. Alright, let's see. Okay, first, let's go to the deck and sort these by attack. I want to get rid of this card. What's this cost? Its cost is only 12 because it is a 2 tribute card, meaning it is harder to play, so it has a lower cost. But I will get rid of that. I want more of this guy. So I think that may be, and it only costs 1, so though it be weaker, it only costs 1 to play, 1 tribute. So therefore, it has a cost of 32, which is double. It has a higher cost, but it is a better card. So I want more of those. This card is an Earth Beast. So when we get the forest, that would get the power up. This is a forest, but it is a winged beast. So you would need mountains to get the power up from this. So what I will do is I will remove that. So far we removed 2, and let me find 2 more Leo guns. So I guess I'll sort by attack, because we have every card. So this is going to be a challenge to go through. Now there are better cards, but I'm trying to go based on the limited cards we have access to if we were playing normal, so that we cannot overpower ourselves. And we have Leo Gun. We have 1 of him, so let's say we go to the shop and we find 2 more of him as we're playing the game. That, I think, is believable, and we'll open up later as the game continues. And here's another example. The 2 tribute card had a cost of 16, which is quite low, and the cost is deck capacity up there, where we have 1241, and it says 9999, but normally it's about 1600, so it is quite a tight spot. So the 2 tribute card was 16, the 1 tribute Leo gun was 32, and this is no tributes, and it is about the same strength as Leo gun, but you see it's 200. 233, that's a big number. And that also means, and we have a deck, a duelist level of in 72 on average, if you're playing normally. So we would not be able to get this even if we could till the end of the game, because our duelist level would not be at that level for a long time. So we need to keep that in mind also and keep our duelist level low. Where is Leogun? 1750. There's Leogun. There, we have 3 of him. And now our deck capacity is at 1305. We do have more room. So I will go to the lowest. I'll go based on attack. First, I would like to get the typing down, and then I can focus on getting better cards and more powerful cards. But first, I would like something that is not such a huge mix. I think our minimum will be 500. Because that's quite low. And I remember when you battled Joey, you can get Swordsman of Landstar. But he's a warrior. He would not get the field power bonus from Forest. But that is an option. You place him in defense and then you contribute him. So we may get him. Whoa! Never mind. We will not be getting him for a long time. Maybe after the tournament. After we do the tournament, we can get him. But yeah, because his defense is high, therefore... Yeah, 390, yeah. The attack and defense power contributes, and its star count, whether it requires something to... How easy it is to play. Counts, depends on its ability, its cost. This is a forest, prevent rat. 319, that's way too high. $59. We can have that. And I may do that because it has 800 defense, 500 attack. That is a fair card, I think. I think that is fair, yes. That is what we will do. We'll go to the beak. And first we have to remove a few cards and then come back to that. And then slowly work our way up. Right. So we'll go to our lower. First I would like to get rid of something. This card. Cyber Commander. In the show, Tristan shows that card, but in the manga, that scene where Tristan shows that card and fights Bakura with the others in Duelist Kingdom, that scene is not in the manga, so that is not canon. All right, so Jinzo. I can get rid of Jinzo. That's 1. I need to get rid of 3. Monster Eye, what is that card's effect? Yeah, you can see your hand. Get rid of him. That is 2. Mystic Lamp can attack you directly once. Let's get rid of it. There, now we have our space. I like that it stays at this part. That is impressive. So that's... We have 3 of them. What else? You also need to be careful about what your beasts are weak to. Because not all beasts are the same. This is a beast and it is wind. And you might have some other beasts of... and this is... No. Let's see. Where's the beast? Beast Warrior works also. You could use Mountain Warrior. You get that from Joey. 87 though, that is beyond our level. So we cannot use that yet. And the reason he is such a high level is he has 1,000 defense. We start about 70, so we would need to grind about 10-15 points. But still, even though we could get there, the deck capacity would be a large increase. And we can't... We're at about 1,600 max, the limit right now. What is this guy? Sleeping Lion. I like the name. 1,700 defense, 233. That's way too strong. Need to keep the game fair. There's a beast. Mystical Sheep. 87. Dreams. That is a card I would like to use, but not till after we finish the tournament. Unless we can duel against Joey multiple times. If we can, I'll find out. We'll find out. First I'll save it, and then we'll come back here and see if we can duel against those guys. Because we cannot duel against anybody else multiple times. But see if I can duel against the gang multiple times. And if I can, then I can say we can put stuff in our deck under 100. So the cards that are 87 that you can win from Joey, then I could say, yeah, we could do that. Alright, first, let's battle Tristan. Want to duel me? Sure thing. I did put 3 Leo guns in the deck, and 3 of those 500, 800, yeah, the beat cards. So that is what we have done so far. $600. Fight beats Fiend. Right, here's another one. Oh, so you have lots of Fiends in your deck. Therefore, the light cards beat you with ease. But Fiend beats Dream, so he will likely attack this mirror next. No, he did not. He must have ran out of Fiends. $350? Okay, he's weak. I remember in the first Yu-Gi-Oh game I ever played for the Game Boy, and it was called Dark Duel Stories. And in that game, Tristan was the weakest duelist in the game. So he is the person you practiced with. Aqua beats Flame, yeah. So it's safe to say that this guy's not such a difficult person. And I think you can battle him more than once. And if you can, that opens up the possibility for raising the duelist limit, the self-imposed limits, a small amount, because you're not going to sit here and duel them 1,000 times, at least not before the tournament. So this dig beak that I put in the deck, it has a score of 59, which is still lower than the 72 that you start the game with. Alright, everybody acted. Beak, I'll put him in defense to lure you to attack. And he has good defense, 800. 800 is good. Because so far, their average attack is about 4. 4 is low. Their average attack is about 500. 300. Quite weak. And that is also why I'm using the weaker cards and slowly going up over time, is to gauge, to see the gauge of how difficult each area is and how quickly it progresses. So we have a trap card now. Eat Gaboon, a trap that is deadly to mid-powered monsters that attack it. If the monster's attack is 1000 or less, the trap wipes it out. That's quite good. At the start of the game, mid-power is considered under 1000. So over 1000 is high power. And under 1000 is mid-power. And under 500 is weak. There we go. We won. See, even though we've only fought this guy once, our deck capacity increases by only 1. So if I wanted an extra 100 deck capacity, say I wanted, we start at 1600, and say I want to, with the few cards that I find, I want in my deck, and say it's about 3 different cards, and I put the 3 cards in my deck, and my deck capacity would hit 1700. So I need to increase my deck capacity by 100. An obscene amount of time. Probably 1,000 hours. So it is not worth it. If you're ever in the mood for competition, you know where to find me. So he's willing to duel us again. Want to duel me? Sure thing. So the main characters of the show are who you right now are able to duel multiple times. Alright, let us reveal his card. So it is a fiend. First beats wind. What I intend to do eventually is, with the card types, is narrow down the card types to where all of them, or almost, or most of them, would give me a field power bonus if I have the field power card. And then have them cover each other's weaknesses, so that I can get the field power bonus, but also look out, like if I'm weak to something and they play something I'm weak to, I have the card in my hand where I can reverse it. So there's some unique strategy with this game that other games do not have, that other Yu-Gi-Oh games have not. There's no way I'm having 10,000 duels to maximize the game, to maximize the whatever you can find in the game. There's some really good end game content to the game, but the amount of grinding it requires is too much. I would like to remove also. See, for example, if most of your cards, most of your beasts, say, if they are mostly forest is weak against fire. So you will also have to have some water types to counterbalance it. And also have some types that are not strictly forest, if possible. But still getting the power bonus. Getting the power bonus as often as you can. So have to duel this guy, this dice guy. And in the manga, this dice guy, Devlin, is much worse of a person than in the anime. He tries to kill, if I recall, he tries to kill Yugi. And his father wants revenge on Yugi's grandfather because Yugi's grandfather cursed him with being an old man when he was 20 years old still. So there's some... Oh, 700, you're strong. Now you make me worry. If I lose this duel, that will not be good. Fiend. I'm 700 too. Maybe you will go to defense mode? Come on. You will cancel us both up. Smart. Another 700. Not good. Maybe I can make you run out. Oh, Aqua. Aqua beats fire, right? Yes, it does. You have lots of 700s. This guy is tough. You can see the upgrade. That one, what beats Shadow beats Dreams. Light beats Shadow. I hope they're not all... No, Light does not beat Shadow. The opponent takes 200 life point damage for every card in his hand. Wow, that's a strong effect. I think we lose this one. That is alright. I can destroy something with that. But yes, all his cards, it seems, are 700. Thunder beats Aqua, which we have not of. Does Dream beat Shadow? Yes, it does. And then also, I will destroy your other card. So maybe now that I outnumber you, you will defend. Yes. We have the advantage now. We can do this. Now I have an 800. But here's the thing with this guy's deck, is he has 700. 700 is his average, which is quite strong. We have only a few cards that can reach that point. This one works though, 900. But now we have a new minimum. Yeah. So the game, we're in this. We did not get to the train station yet, and you're already seeing a skill increase or a deck increase. All his cards are 700, whereas everybody else was 400. And so, because they're main characters, it's normal. and the people on the train will be even stronger. So in a regular playthrough, what you would do is you would find out that you can grind against these characters from the show, and you would sit. Ooh, that is a good card. You strengthen yourself. You strengthen your whole field. That is something I need to get, even though it has nothing to do with, say, your beast strategy. Its effect powers up your entire field. So, and you can get that from Joey or Tristan or somebody. You can grind to get that card. And therefore, because you can, it is fair game to put that in the deck. And it only costs 47. So, that is the next card after we finish this duel. If we win, I think you can get it from Tristan. If you duel him like 50 times, you can get a few of them. It is one of the reward cards. So yes, I will add a few of those in my deck. All right. Drop this. Because if we had not Leo Gun, or if we did not get a high level card, that card would have ended us. Yes, 700. Oh, water beats fire. There we go. Alright, we beat you, and then let's take out some cards. Get rid of this shadow. Add to trunk. Get rid of that. Keep that is 700, is quite strong. And get rid of this jar. No, that's... Yeah, get rid of this jar. Sometimes the lower costing cards are worth keeping to keep your deck capacity down. But yeah, remove those 3 and find the hourglass. So, go up. The hourglass is 700. Brings me up to... Whoa, see, look at life points. Only 4,000. 1,400. We can go up to 16, so there's still some room. And because you can duel these guys multiple times, I think those 87 ones are, I think, fair game. Those 87 cost a card, so I can get rid of... 3 of them would bring it over 16. Let's say it's 17, because we can duel these guys multiple times. So let's say you duel 100 times or so, and you get your deck capacity up to 17 before the tournament. So in this area, we can do up to 17. That is what I think. I do not like that card, no. Get rid of it. 3 Leo guns. Do I? I think I'll keep that for now. It's 29. Get rid of it. And then one more. This is a light 22. Now there was a 600 beast. See, now I'm going lower. This is one you can win from Joey. 87. And it does get the field power bonus because it is a beast warrior. Because Sogan is beast and beast warrior. No. No. That is not Sogan. No, yeah, it's Sogan. But Forest is beasts and winged beasts, so not beast warrior. Let's not do him. What about this egg? Let's see. Ancient Tree would get a field power bonus. See if there's something with 700 or so. Raccoon? A forest, a water forest. It is aqua. 72, which is what we start at. Would this get a field power bonus? It is a forest type. Though it be water also. I'll keep it in case. And now we're at 1616. We're still under the bar. And the thing about this card is it has 900 defense. So it might be able to stop an attack. I do not like fiends. So I will avoid those. Sleeping Lion. Whoa! That's good. That's very good, but it's way out of our league. We'd have to get near the end of the game before we can use that card. Mystical Sheep. I do want that card. I like sheep. 87. I'll make room for the sheep because it has 1000 defense and 800 attack. And we have other things. We have Morphing Jar, which is also 800. It only costs 59 because 700. But because we can duel repeatedly, and we start at 72, getting to 87 would probably not take too long. If you were to grind, you'd spend a few hours, which is what this game is like. But yeah, I think 87 is acceptable. And so, get rid of this. That. So it has a high defense, but which is usually worth keeping for a while. But the higher its defense, higher its numbers are, the more dual point, the more deck capacity is freed up. So I will do that and replace that with 3 sheeps. 750. That does go over. So here's what I will do because of that. I don't want to go over 1700, so I need to free up some space. So I'll go to cost. 999. Wow. Look at this. If you wanted to make a Ouija board deck, which we do not ever, but powerful cards, right? Hungry Burger. If you wanted to make a burger deck, and say you had 3 of these cards in your deck. 3 copies of this card. That's 3,000. 3,000 deck capacity. And the reason why is because it has the divine. All ritual cards have the divine attribute, which means they have no weaknesses, so nothing can beat it by the weakness system, which is valuable. But have 3,000 deck capacity for 3 of these. You have to battle 3,000 times. That is tough. That is tough. And also you'd have to make it to the end of the game to even you'd have to beat the game or get right to the end to even get the privilege of putting 1 copy in your deck, because your duelist level must reach 999, which is crazy. Let's read this effect. A being that has assumed the guise of a mouth-watering burger. It wafts a tasty aroma to attract foes and then eats them. And that's something. Let's go to the 0 cost cards. $500, $350. So we have to go up. Here's some 0 cost cards. There. I will have this because we have something that is better. This says a trap that is deadly to low-powered monsters, which is 500 or less, and we have Eat Gaboon, which is 1,000 or less. So this could be useful. So I will, because Eat Gaboon. I would even say we should have 3 Eat Gaboons in our deck. Yeah, let's do that. So get rid of Hane and Starboy. And find 2 more Eat Gaboons. Five. And another. Oh, we're still over the 1,700 limit. So now let's take out a few more cards. This guy, 16, can go. Cyber Commander, I think that can stay. This card can go also. Wicked Mirror, get rid of the wickedness. And then multi-gun the player's field turn face down. And I know you can grind this and find it in the shop quite early, so I'll move that to the deck. I like that. So we have 2 powerful cards. And also another self-imposed requirement is that the cards should be, at least in the beginning, should be quite easily obtained and not, you can't get powerful cards before you've grinded some, before you've reached at least the Battle City arc. Anyways, we're at 1658. I think that should be enough for now. That would be if we spent a few hours grinding against Joey, Yugi, Tristan, all those guys, winning some of their cards, and also getting duel points to purchase cards from the shop. So now, I have not battled. I want to battle. I battle these 2. I want to battle the dog, and then I want to battle Joey and Yugi once. Battle everybody once. That is the idea. Come on, dog. We can't battle the dog? Oh, maybe that was one of the... In one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games, you can battle the dog. Not this one, I guess. Oh yeah, and Taya. Can I battle Taya? Duel against me? If you have that kind of time, go help Pashizu. Okay, Taya does not duel. We should buy some cards and strengthen our decks. We should. And I have. Let's check how our decks are shaping up. My turn. $800. You see, he is quite strong. We would not be able to beat Yugi without grinding some. Without grinding quite a bit. But the good news is, I have this card, which has 800 defense. Forest. So, play that, end our turn. Hopefully he attacks it and does not tribute. Yes. We blocked it, and he's not strong enough, so he defends. And now, we got our Hourglass, which we would have won from battling Tristan a bunch of times. So, play our high-level card. More stuff on the field. It should also get the card that allows you to see your opponent's cards. I should get 2 more copies of that. Man-Eater Bog, and that. My turn. Mystical move, and now he has a power-up. See, this is the first power-up we've seen. But he did not attack this card. Interesting. Let's see why. Because of the weakness. That makes sense. What's this? Hold on, what's this card do? What does this card do? It brings total devastation on the entire proceedings. It destroys all cards on the field and in the hands. That would be a better effect than the real card. The real card requires you to discard 5 cards and then wipes everything out. This card immediately wipes everything out no matter how many cards you have. That's impressive. Of course, that would be too powerful in the real game. Alright, we have an effect card. And you can see it is orange. An Hourglass that can exchange strength for vitality. It can power up all creatures on your field for 1,000 life points. So, we have 8,000 life points. We'll use the effect. Why is it going to defense mode? Let's see if that is a bug. And it uses its effect in defense. Anyways, so we use the effect, we spend 1,000 life points, and everybody gets stronger. All monsters on the field will be powered up in exchange for life points. Right, there we go. Now he's 18, 12, 12, 12. And he acted, he used his effect, so he cannot attack. But now all our cards are nigh unstoppable. And the idea with this card is you use it, and you see there's a 1 on the card. That is the power increase. And if I had another one and increased, those would go to 2. Lets you know how many, and there's a limit to how much. I think the limit might be 4. I cannot say, but there's a limit to how much you can power up the cards. Yes, I want more of... Oh, no. See, the reason why this card is good, I will show. All the cards go face down, and you think that's not a big deal. You see, I cannot use the effect again, because the effect of the cards can only be used while they be face down. When you first play the card, it is face down. So if you attack something, then on the next turn you cannot use the effect, because the card's face up. But if you play this, Darkness, turns everything face down, which is why you have the green symbol there. Now this is, you see the face down text also. And now that it be face down, you can flip it face up, activating its effect. Pay another 1,000 life points. And now it's at 2 upgrades. And now they're even stronger, 1,700 and 2,300. So that is a great combo. And we win. Now we got Left Arm of the Forbidden One. See, you can get some good cards. So you could make an Exodia deck.
It's my turn.
He played it in attack position, which is smart, and it is 800. That is very strong. Joey has strong cards. He's strong. And Duke Devlin had 700, so he's even stronger. Sparks! Water beats flame. Therefore, you are done. And mine is 800 also. One of my few 800 cards. Piercing Light. I think I want to add 2 more copies of this in my deck. Okay, that one's weak. And I have Ikaboon, which, if he has something that has less than 1,000, but he has, like, he can, there's a weakness, he has the weakness, this will stop it. And it will activate automatically. Dreams, Fiend beats Dreams, so let's not attack with that.
It's my turn.
Yeah, and that trap is our safeguard. We have 2. And if things go bad, I have this card. It also wipes out the cards in our hands too. Ooh, Time Wizard. Can I take a look at that? No, I cannot. I can see it in the graveyard, but I cannot touch it.
It's my turn.
The effect of Time Wizard may be if you have Baby Dragon, you can play Time Wizard and activate his effect, and it turns it into a 1,000 Dragon. Which is a good card. Good effect. If that be the effect. I cannot say for sure.
It's my turn.
Ikaboon got him. Jinzo number 7, which is a Fiend, and Fiend beats Dreams. And my second card is Dreams. So, good thing we have traps. Good thing there are traps. Next turn we win. Not sure why I keep saying we, but I guess that is a... I suppose that is a stream thing that people subconsciously do. Whoa, 1200. I guess I do not win next turn. I'm not sure what could beat that. See, that 1200 defense is quite major. I have this, but no way I'm doing that.
It's my turn.
Maybe I could get the hourglass. Something is that he could tribute that to get a stronger card, like so. Flame Swordsman. That actually helps. It does. Let's take a look at the Flame Swordsman first. A swordsman that bears a fiery sword, deadly to all dinosaurs. It has the power to wipe out... Okay, that's why when he fought against Rex and he played Flame Swordsman. And here's another problem with the anime. In that scene in Duelist Kingdom when Joey plays the Flame Swordsman and when he defeats Rex's card, to Rex's surprise, but also in the anime, My Valentine acts like she knew, but she did in the manga. She does not know. She's as surprised as Rex was. She thought she was even telling Joey that his card would be destroyed, but then his card wiped it out. So she was as surprised. So they make her too ego-driven in the anime. But back to the duel. T-King, attack! Weakness. And also he was able to get over the Ikaboon because he is over 1,000. Another 1 capacity. And we got the baby dragon. See, you get powerful cards here. But 121 takes a little... You could get that card in your deck after about midway through the story, I would say. You could probably get that card in your deck about midway through. It takes a while to increase your duelist level. Yeah, you're doing okay, I think. But see, you can win all the cards that are in their decks. So we battle both of those guys. Can I battle him? Good to see you. I have some excellent cards. Let's see the cell function. Okay, so it is the same thing. Wonder why these are not here. But this is all our cards. Here so far. You go and save it. Maybe we could battle a Shizu. First, I need to make room for his weather control. whatever this is, add that to the trunk. And this add also to the trunk. So there's 2 spaces to add 2 more of those piercing light cards. Because I have 1 so far, thus far. And also, they have a very low cost, which will lower our deck capacity. And they are quite useful. So... And this is the only card I do not have. For some reason, I cannot get this card. I have 99 of everything else, but this card I have 0. So that's the limit to the cheat thing. I think I could use this card. Enables the player to look at the foe's hand. Yeah, I think I will use a few of those. Get the deck capacity as low as it be possible. There, now 3 of those. And also would like... I would like this card also, but not till... I think I can do that. First I need to see what I have to work with. So I will... We have 3 Eat-Gaboons. And I'm looking for the Piercing Light card. I have one of those, but I'll wait for another one for a little while. Because I think these are somewhat rare. Maybe. First get the bases down, then increase the cards. Because this card destroys anything. Which is quite good. As does this. Mindless Radiant. Where is it? What is the card? Pipe. I'd also like to get rid of that. Piercing Light. Dark Piercing Light. It has 0 cost. And I'll get rid of Sparks. That leaves 2 places. That's 1465. That is less. Alright, so let's take a look at the deck. And see how many creatures I have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 6. So I'll get rid of this card. That makes 25. I think I'd like to keep it at 25 or so. I think we can get rid of Inexperienced Spy. Because all it does is let you see your opponent's cards. It's not incredibly useful. But I'll keep 1. That way I could show it off if I draw it. There's a trap card. This card I would like. It costs 2, and you get it early on. And it reverses any power-ups. Now our deck capacity is only 1400. That's quite good. So that leaves us a few hundred. So I will see. I'll go on attack power. And see if I can put some low cost cards in. The last one we did was the sheep, which was 800. Look at this guy. 2200 defense, 150 though. That is major. How about Pango Soldier? Your Aqua. That is probably stopped last time. Any others that might get a field power bonus? Larvis. 800 and 1000, which is about the same as the sheep. I could add Larvis. See if there's anything better for a similar cost. Burglar, no. Trying to be a good character. Fusionist. 72 and 900. And it is a cat. Maybe. Go to the deck. Did I put the dark piercing light? I did. So 47, add that to the trunk. Let's get rid of Cyber Commander. He's strong, but we need some trade-offs. That's 1500. 72. Okay. What else is there? What is this? 121. Yeah, that's way too high. Because 1000 attack. So we were able, because it has a lower defense, the attack is high and the defense is high of this card. But because the Fusionist has a lower defense, its cost is much lower. 50 points lower. Always something to keep in mind. Nimble Mamunga. 87. I'll add that in. Yeah. Nimble Mamunga, because it has 100 defense, very low. It is a beast, and it's 87. Add to trunk. Starting to upgrade our cards here. I get rid of this guy. We can have 3 high-powered cards, and that be all we need. Candle of Fate. I'll keep it in there for the name for now. Alright, we have Nimble Mamunga. No Beast Ward, Solitude. too high. And also Beast Warrior. Trying to build a strategic deck here. Dark Rabbit! That's a Pegasus card. Look at that. 183. Man. Because it is 1500 defense. You know what I would like? She's 100. She's too high. What I would like is eventually to get Silver Fang. There's Mystical Sheep number 1. 1150 and 900, but it's over 100, so it's too strong for us. Scroll through. What is this? Frenzied Fang. Because when I was about not quite midway through the game, about midway, maybe, but far enough I put Frenzied Panda and Silver Fang. So I'm trying to rebuild this deck, but without the grind. Because I cannot do 10,000 duels to build the deck I want. But yeah, 121. Once we get far enough, we can crack the 100 point mark. Silver Fang, 121. I want that card. And then we have Wolf, which is also 121. So we'll hit the 121 mark and add a bunch of those beast type cards. $183. That 1500 defense is a big number. That is why Joey's 1200 defense card was a big deal. The Swordsman of Landstar. I'll have to check what Swordsman of Landstar is. 183. The Beaver Warrior. The classic. Mystic Horseman. Giant Soldier of Stone! To get 2000 defense, you need over 300. That is endgame material. Then there's this guy, which is because he has a high level card. It's a weird looking card though. How far can I go? Giant Rat. That's another one I would like, but it's an end game card. It's almost 200. Not quite end game, but close. Alligator Sword. Yeah, these cards are quite strong, and I think I need to get rid of that deck capacity number. So we're changing some stuff. Alright. Let me see. 3 of everything. Get rid of that card. 3. Get rid of... Almost. Bug. Okay, so what I need to figure out is the typings for most of these. So there's quite a few forests, and fire beats forest. So I need some more water cards. Maybe more of your Furious Sea Kings? Where do I search the type? For water. Ooh, look at you. 183, a mermaid archer who conceals herself in a clamshell. She can weaken a foe's monster and freeze it for the next turn. That's good. That's good. That's a good effect. And there's Toon Mermaid, which doth nothing. Yeah, find the weaker cards. strong are you? 1200? You're still quite strong. Aquamandor is very strong. 319. Ideally, some water cards with what? Water Dragon Fairy. No. The attack points need not be incredibly high for the water cards because it's the purpose of it is to counteract the weakness. $72. Strong. I'm looking for that one I already have, though. Oh, 233. Where's the Furious Sea King? Oh yeah, I could do... No. Oh, we're 1700 on the dot. I think that is a sign that is the end of deck building for now. I have 3 water cards, which I can keep in my hand for if they have a flame to take out my forest cards. But then I also have the sheep, which are not forest, which would not be destroyed by a flame. And I also have a high level earth. And earth beats wind, and then you also need to think, if earth beats wind, what is the opposite of that? What beats earth? No, earth beats thunder. Wind beats earth. So if wind beats earth, what beats wind? Maybe forest beats wind. In that case, that would work out perfectly. So it is quite strategic. There's more forest. Alright, but this is all we have so far. This will be our deck. And I'll take this to Kaiba Corp before we go to progress the story. Here we go. You're settled, Kaiba, are you not? She may be too strong for us. I will say that. And you know what? Maybe we could use Swordsman of Landstar. His 1200 defense is quite good. But we'll see. Maybe I think his number is 121. It may be too strong. Who are you? You're not very polite. I'm Rebecca. And this is my friend Teddy. A stuffed animal is your friend? Be quiet. Teddy's not a stuffed animal. Teddy is the best bear in the galaxy. And we know a secret, do we not, Teddy? You are the ones who tore up Solomon Moto's card. You tore up his Blue Eyes White Dragon. How did you know? My grandfather gave Mr. Moto that card. That Blue Eyes White Dragon was the symbol of their friendship, but you tore it up, like tearing up their friendship. You will not get away with that, right, Teddy? So what do you want me to do? Sato, ignore her. I challenge you to a duel. I will wipe that smirk off your face, because you're facing the United States champion. Right, Teddy? Greatest strategy is to figure out what Pot of Greed does. There are no weak cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, Jimpikins. Nice to see you. You have the memes. US champs, is that it? At your duelist level, I can defeat you blindfolded. At my level? Are you making fun of me? No, I'm only telling you the truth. Your skills are nothing but a joke. You third-rate duelist. But if you still insist on challenging me, I have a better idea. Duel against Flesh. If you can beat him, I will duel you. I know you're upset, but there is no point attacking Kaiba. Yugi. I am not challenging Kaiba because I am angry. I would duel him to test my skills. Right, Teddy? Rebecca. So she was only using that anger so she could get a duel with him. Pyro is strong to Forest, but weak to Aqua. Forest is strong to Wind. Wind is strong. There's a lot going on. And there's 20 types. It takes some time to memorize. Fun game, though. It is unique. It is a way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But not the usual Yu-Gi-Oh! I like that they have different games with different systems. Are you really that strong of a duelist? You sure do not look like it. Teddy does not think so. Teddy called you a bad duelist. But I'm still dueling you. Yes. Let us duel. Let us see what this deck can do. I think normally you would come here after you finish the tournament. Then you come here and then... But we'll see. We'll see if I can do this without. So I'll play my sheep in defense. Ooh, Shadow beats Dreams. Or Dreams beats Shadow. Nice move. And that was Witch of the Black Forest, which is 1100. Therefore, we need to break 1100 to survive. So let us put the sheep in the grave and play Leogun. Our most powerful card. This is our boss monster. Please do not have a wind. Alright. Now amplify with the Nimble Momonga. Oh yeah, you have memorized Jimpikins. You have memorized quite a lot. Oh, you're looking at the instructions manual right now. Good move. I have memorized some of them through the ages, but I have forgotten some also. This is you should play the prequel to this game. I would not recommend playing this game because this game is very grindy unless you have cheats. But the prequel is considered easy because they give you a lot of stuff. The reason I'm playing this instead of the prequel though is this has an end game where there's a bunch of duelists that you can practice on, whereas the prequel, or the one that came before this, once you beat the story, the game ends. Whereas this, once you beat the story, you can do other things, which is a great feature. It's like the Pokemon games, where once you beat the story, you can go and search extra caves and stuff. Oh, he beat, because he has a wind. He has a wind. Wind beats Earth. What beats Wind? Forest? Does Forest possibly beat Wind? I will take a try. There's a Forest. If we do not die... There we go. I don't know if it beats Wind, but it is stronger. Yeah, Shadow beats Light, Light beats Fiend, Fiend beats Dreams, Dreams beats Shadow. Man, there's a lot of 20 types, I think. Pyro beats Forest, and that's why I put the water cards in also, even though they be not with nothing to beat you. So I will need to play the Hourglass of Light, and by paying 1,000 life points, I strengthen every monster on my side of the field. And now, my sheep is stronger than yours. And I cannot attack because I used the effect. But now, I will play this card face down. If he has a weakness and it is under 1,000, he will be destroyed. Oh, Sacred Cards is the... Yeah, it is the one that came before this. This is Reshef of Destruction. Yeah, I forgot what the prequel was called. I played it when I was a lad, but it is quite short. I think it may only be a few hours long. Whereas this one is quite hefty. There's quite a lot of meat on the bone of this game. Though the downside is there is a huge grind. But no matter, we are here to stay. Attack. 1,000 step and live to tell the tale. Right, my beak card. Forest beats wind. So wind beats earth. So wind beats my high level Leo gun. So if I play a Leo gun and I get attacked by a wind, which beats earth, I can use my forest to beat their wind. And then if they use pyro to beat my forest, I need some water cards to beat their pyro. Man, I love it. This is like Pokemon. Figuring this out. This is like Pokemon. This is a great game. I will tell you, this is a great game. We got Fiend's Hand. I mean, excuse, I got the Fiend's Hand, and he automatically destroys a card. I'm allowed to put them in my deck now. A Hand of the Undead that tugs and pulls at victims. It can drag an enemy monster from the field. If you want to get your revenge, come back when you actually pose a challenge. You know where to find me. Oh, just to let you know, my brother would have finished you off in half the number of turns. Yeah, all he would do is he'd play Battle Ox 1700, and he'd wipe everything out. Man. I know Kaiba is arrogant and says terrible things, but he's a different person. The Kaiba you saw today is not like the Kaiba of old. I don't care. Kaiba is right. Without Pegasus and Bandit Keith, America does not have the top duelist anymore. That is why I came here, to prove that we are still pretty good. You know, in the manga, Pegasus kills Bandit Keith. But then in the anime, Bandit Keith is some fortune teller being mind-controlled by Merrick. And he gets, in Duelist Kingdom, he gets washed off the island or something. So the anime is quite different from the manga. Quite different. But losing to Flesh, that was an eye-opener. I should have been training than complaining. I'm turning over a new leaf, and I will raise my duelist level so that I can put the United States back on the map. Just you wait, I will beat Kaiba, Yugi, and you. Right, Teddy? Yep, and I will also train so that I will not lose. I will go home to practice. Say bye, Solomon Mutu. Alright, beat her. We've got the scene. And we've got that Fiend's Hand, which gives me a reason to put more destruction in the deck. So I'll get rid of the inexperienced spy. No, I cannot. We're at 1700 art deck capacity. I think I'll put more destruction in perhaps after the tournament. I think the deck is powerful enough right now. That girl is no match for Seto, but in 10 years she will be ready to take on the world. Duel? No, that is not permitted on these premises, is what I'm ordered to say. But I always wanted to play and see what it's like. Let us duel. Oh. Is it okay to exit without choosing an anti-card? No. I anti the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alright. Reverse Trap. That will turn any power-ups into a power down. Eat Gaboon, which anything under 1000 will be destroyed. And then I play Fusionist in attack mode. Fusionist is too mighty for you. Then I play another Fusionist. Yu-Gi-Oh! R. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! R, or I read it, and I also read about it. It is not made by the same author, so that automatically makes me say, in my opinion, that it is not canon. Only I would say only the first 1 to 38 are canon because they're written by the author. I also read a bit of R, and I was underwhelmed by the story, by the duels, and I was reading that the personalities do not line up with the original show or with the original manga because they're not written by the same person. So there's, I think that is also why a lot of people do not like Yu-Gi-Oh! R. And also the duels are underwhelming. There's not much stakes or anything. The duels are over quite quickly. I was reading the beginning of it, and the duel is over in a few turns. It was good. Well, maybe I should check it out again sometime. Keith closer to the anime's lore. They found a way to bring Keith. I did not read the entire thing of Anime R. I read a little bit, but perhaps I should read more of it. Ooh, he has a morphing jar. 800 attack, that is nothing to sneeze at. But these Fusionist cards are quite good. That is why I can hold off on the Fiend's Hand. I also don't like the name, the Fiend's Hand. But I have some stronger cards, so I can do without so much destruction. I want to hold on to the sheep. No, I have Eat Gaboon. I can use the sheep. But actually, I'll put the sheep in defense mode first. To lure your attack. And then my Eat Gaboon will destroy you. Haha! Bone Mouse. That was weak. Another Eat Gaboon. You'll never get through. Twice. And a third Fusionist. My cats will tear you apart. I will save it No. I'll show this guy the extent of my power. Hourglass, strengthen my entire field. Look at these things. 1,400 points. First, the sheep will get revenge. He did provide strong supervision. That is true. Oh, he made Cardfight Vanguard? The guy who did that? That is impressive. Stand up, my Vanguard. That is impressive. That's another show I could watch again. I love card games and stuff about card games. There's not enough. I downloaded MTG also. I was thinking about streaming that in the future. Because I'm planning on playing all these card games, getting them recorded for the streams, so that in the future I can study. I can go back and study all of these because I am also developing my own digital card game. So it would be good material to cover. I think Mr. Kaiba is better at this than I am. You could be right. And here is... I hope if we lose, we do not get a game over. But here's a duelist station. Kaiba Corporation's latest duel machine. That could be something. Hey, are you a novice? It's like, yes. Shame. It's like playing the Doom games and the old Doom games and getting them to... And if you want to pick easy mode, getting them to... You know what I mean. It's hilarious. That is hilarious. But let's duel. Alright. Reverse trap. And... Cocoon. $400. Not a novice after all. If that is what a novice is, Tristan could beat you. Destroy him. I'll try the regular after this. After I save it, I'll beat this. I'll save it. I'll come back. I'll try until I lose. And then it gives me something to work towards. And then we continue the game. Continue the story mode. I'm trying to cover everything at least once. $300. I am no novice. I was wrong. I'm better than I thought. Leo gun. Late. Reveal your cards. You're easier than Tristan. You must be the easiest bot in the game. 1 capacity and 3 domino. And we got this card. That's a good card. Sometimes you grind for the cards that you win rather than the points. I await your next duel challenge. Well, I will be back. Let me go save it. Hey guys, I didn't beat Kaiba, but I beat one of his henchmen. Let me check. How much is Swordsman of Landstar that you get from Joey? Cards. $700. 550. There's 500. Let me make sure. Soldier and Swordsman of Landstar. How much are you? 121. Okay, you're way too big. I would not be able to get you till after the Dual Express. Or maybe sometime even after that. Alright, so let's battle the bot and do the not novice level. Standard and above. Standard or expert? Let's go standard. 3, 2, 1. What? Okay. Standard live. 1700. That is standard. This game is Dark Souls. Defense mode. $1650. I remember in Dark Duel Stories, the last boss of the game uses that card. This card. Nightmare is his name, and he uses that. He also uses 3 Swords of Revealing Lights, 3 Brain Control, 3... I'm not sure about Brain Control, I think Brain Control, and 3 Change of Hearts, 3 Raigekis. It is annoying. It is painful too. Nimble Momonga, defense mode! Oh no, 2900! You're powerful. You're too strong. I don't think my Ikaboon stands a chance, but I'll play it anyways. I could probably take out a 1500. Not with this deck, but in the future, with power-ups and things. Queen. No, that's not the queen. Rabbit Horseman. That makes sense. This is Kaiba's dueling bot. Strong. Wow. If that is standard, what is expert? At least you give me something to shoot towards. Status. deck. Make sure my deck is 1700 good. Make sure everything is saved. Alright, so now, can I battle you? You're the only one left. Hold on, let me go back here. See if there's anywhere to go beyond. No, this is the edge of the map. Alright, I talked to a Shizu, see if I can duel her, and then go on the Battle Express. First, the cards must be restored. I cannot battle her. That's alright, I did everything thus far. Now, it's the world map. So, you have blinking lights, you have the clock tower where we came from, and Domino Station. You are a duelist? Yes, I am. You would not believe how much I grinded to get here? Ah, you are. Then please, step on board. Kidding, it is never that easy. If you wish to board the Duel Express, you must get by us first. Winning this tag duel is your boarding pass. I was not expecting things to be a cakewalk. But who would have imagined a tag duel to test our skills? Well, I think we have not a choice. There is no way every duelist in the world can fit into the train. I guess that is true. But in a tag duel, you need a partner. Flesh, who do you want to team up with, me or Yugi? Joey! You're my favorite character from the show. You will be the partner. That was a wise decision, Flesh. It's a good card. I cannot say maximum 1,000. Does 1,000 damage on the first turn. I think you may not be able to make a burn deck in this game, but that is not bad. That's not a bad card. First card, you have 2 face down cards and a 700 shadow. I'm keeping that in case of weakness, but Morphing Jar attack. Think strategically. 1 face down. Heavy Storm. You wiped out your own cards. Oh, monsters too? Heavy Storm wipes out monsters too. Wow. Whew. You wiped me out for your 600. Good thing I'm prepared. I can take out a 600. Seeking! Ending, are we? You'll need more than that to defeat me. Nimble! Skips your turn entirely. I am surprised. Is there a way I can see your hand? Yes. You have 2 cards in your hand. They're probably high-level cards. And then if we left trigger, it's not really, that's not necessary, but yeah, that's cool. That's alright. You're right. That is why I only have 3 high-level cards. You beat my Sea King. Now you will pay the price. Forest? Yeah, thunder beats water, but then earth beats thunder. So it's kind of a circle. Because my Leo guns are earth. So they should have no problem against thunder. Alright. Keep going. Eat Kaboon. Nice. What took you so long, Flesh? If you're having trouble... Hey, I'm not having trouble. I lost no life points. I hate to think what would happen against some real competition. Hurry up and catch up to my level. So I guess Joey's better than you, is what he's saying. Joey insults your deck at the beginning of the game, and now he's telling you to get up to his level. I like that. I like that. Please feel free to board the train. Alright, now let's battle these two here. Dueling is stupid. Have you not heard? There are a bunch of bad guys who rip off rare cards in duels. You would think dueling is stupid too, if you ran into them. He probably ran into it, yeah. He got robbed. Yeah. I get any cards. Yeah, I understand. If you want to win this tournament, you get a lot of... And that's the thing. If you go to tournaments, people at tournaments, with the real cards, they steal each other's cards. If you leave your binders down for a moment, it will be gone. So that guy he's not lying. He is telling the truth. I'll take you on. Feel the heat. Alright, here's another battle. And then we get to the tournament. Slowly working through this game. Maybe in a few streams I will have the entire game done. We'll see. See how it goes. Ah, my defense was good. Too good. No. No. Battle beats dreams? Fiend beats dreams. Okay, good, okay. Fiend beats dreams. Dude. I need to hold back on this Hourglass card because while boarding on this train tournament thing, we cannot go back and recover. So need to make sure keep our life points intact. Except maybe on the boss. So need to play carefully. Melting red shadow. You can get out of here with your fiends. I'm never playing you again. Hey, never. Said I'm never playing you again. Hiya! Alright. Alright. What about you guys? You guys duel? Entire expense only for a tournament. Okay. That's no duel for you. Okay. You? Do you duel? Alright, here we go. The story begins. I found them. That is the boss. The Duel Express is reserved for duelists only. I am raring to go. Our objective is... Yeah. But if we raise our duelist level, well, we look for the Millennium items. That is 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, I have a few people to face. Quebecer sure knows how to throw an event. They are letting us ride a chartered express train for free. How strong are you? 650. Even though I could beat this, no, I can't beat this. 500, but I have 800. And then I can play Leo Gun. Ah. Leo Gun attack! Nimble. I think this is in the bag. Mechanical Spider. I thought that was Mechanical Chaser for a moment. That was fun. Can you duel you a second time? You can duel them once. Okay. The only... What? I'm not nervous. Yeah, you can duel everybody else once. The only ones you can duel multiple times, it seems so far, are the characters from the show. Let's see how you handle my nimble Mamunga. My fusionist. forest, so I need to be careful. I have a lot of forest. Mother Grizzly would be a great card, but that's not till later. It is too strong. It is 1400, but later on that would be a great card because it is a beast, which goes with my strategy, but it also is water. Well, now I can show this card off. You have three cards that cannot be seen, and then I play the inexperienced spy. The opponent's hand will be revealed. So now I can see them. I cannot scroll over to them, but I can see them, and I can see the stats of them, and they are weak. Nothing to be concerned about. 400 attack each. $600 left. This is good for its defense. He drew a card that could beat it. That is alright. Oh, I probably should have been more careful. I only have 6,000 life points left. I need to figure out how to preserve my life points. This guy. Tournament has not started yet, and we still have not boarded the Dual Express. We have not boarded the Dual Express. Okay, I'll battle these guys, then I'll go back. The Dual Express this is not it. So I can go back and heal, and then come back. But I like your smug. I accept your challenge. Alright, so I'll battle these two, and then yeah, it is not started, which is good. And I think if you use that card first, and then he plays them face down, I think you can see them. $700 defense. See, he played his... I saw his card in his hand. And so when he plays it face down, I can see it. Which would also apply to those, if I saw them first. You have a lot of cards face down. You do. And then it does make me question. What could those face down cards be? Yes, you have thunder cards. No matter. Oh no, he has a pyro. Thing I have my sheep. This is why you need a good variety of types. while still clinging to your advantage. Another Pyro. Pyro and Thunder. I'll defend with that. Oh no, another Pyro. You fire. I will. I'll attack with it. If he draws a Pyro, so be it. He did not. He has 5 face down cards. Alright. After that, play Leo Gun. Next turn, you are bug food. Fire Reaper. It will shoot a flaming arrow. Oh, 50 damage? That is a bad effect. But that signifies your strategy. It is all about flames. Alright. Beat him. Got one of those. I'm saving my real strategy for the tournament. So I beat him, and I have to beat this guy. This guy with the hair. Everyone looks so difficult. I'm not sure I can last until the end. You don't look so tough. I think I can beat you. Looks can be deceiving. $700. Earth. My 800, my 1000 is not so easy to defeat. Morphing Charm might be the only one that does not fit my strategy. Oh, there's also the Hourglass. But it is worth it. Someone like me. Let's go back and heal. And then enter the tournament. What about healing? Is there any low-cost healing cards I can employ? I'm already at 1700. I'm at the max. Later. Something to think about later. Maybe something that heals 500 points or... Right, Dual Express. Here we go. Station is crowded, you say? Okay, let's duel. Fusion! Yep. Show me your 3 cards. You have 500 attack. I have this in the bag. Is there any life points? Nope. $700. It's quite a strong card. Alright. Get to face all you guys. Four of you. Then go to the next card. Right, raise your duelist level. Oh! We cannot duel before? Alright. The straight bound to duel! Come on! Can I duel you? See how strong these train my second one in defense. For now. Oh, the pyro. See, this is why. Oh man. You attacked my defense one. Oh, I see. Because was he face down? Forest. So you cannot have too many of the same types. Keep me down. All I have are forests. He's out of the flame. His flame has run dry. Still have 8,000. You have 1,000. Deck capacity increased by 1. At least you got that card. A two tribute for a 3,500. You're a lot tougher than you look. Alright, a beat. This is dangerous. Attack mode. An 800 Earth should not be easy to beat. Yes, you are defending because you must. I don't really want to do this. I want to use that card. Hold on. Show me your face down. 700. I can handle that. Gaboon, good. Here goes another. The next time he gets a weakness, does he have a wind? Does not look like it. I think I have this. Ah, he would have. Because Petite Dragon is a wind. That was close. Keep the pressure up. Forests. Earth beats wind. Forest beats wind, and that is proof. Forest beats wind. Something to remember. So wind beats earth and forest beats wind. That is all I needed to know. Right off the bat, this is hard to take. Can I continue battling you guys? Alright, that's how I know. Can I battle you guys? No. You wish to duel against me? Very well. Can you beat me at your duelist level? I will try. Eat Gaboo. No, not yet. Only it. No. I'll play this in defense first. And then I will. No. That's it. Ooh, you have the same card as me. We are evenly matched. Nimble. Of note with the trap field is it goes in order from left to right. So if there's these two spots, if they can both trigger, the one in this spot will trigger before the one in this. So if this is Infinite Dismissal, which stops any attack, and this is Eat Gaboon, which destroys a monster. If they have a monster and Infinite Dismissal blocking it, it checks the first zone first. So that is another strategic, I suppose you could say strategic thing, is knowing how valuable each of your trap cards are and putting the lesser ones closer to the left and the more valuable ones late on the right side. So that way the weaker ones will go off first and then the stronger ones later on. Right. That is it. Sure, I can pierce the dark light. Pierce the light with the dark. 700 and 900. Good thing wind beats earth. But I'm not going to do it because I'm preserving my life points. But I will use this one. Gaboon. Hmm. 600. Yeah, then 500. This card is not safe in attack mode, not unless he is powered up. But he has a low cost, so he stays. And a field power bonus could make his defense greater. And his attack, of course. He can be useful. But for now, he remains in defense. He is my defender. Oh no! Just 100 life points. That's alright. I'm on the train. There's no departing now. Eat Angel. 800 and 900. The next car will not be so easy. Oh yeah, he was the boss. That makes sense. Alright, here we go. You will go no further. Boss already. My name is Panic. The Millennium items will never be yours. Looks like we have entered a tunnel. And darkness gives me power. It is time to duel. So he plays with a field power bonus. This will not be so easy. In darkness, I find strength. 900. 910. I need Nimble to beat him. $14.50. I cannot beat that. Fiend. Oh man. I think you won. I lost the tournament. Maybe I can redo the tournament. Wait. No, Fiend beats Dreams. Yes. Light beats Fiend. If I can draw. Oh man. If I can draw the Hourglass, then there may be a chance. Those are all Fiend. I drew it, but it might be too late. I got him. I got his strong one. Is there enough time to make a comeback? I have maybe one turn. Maybe. Reconnection successful. Alright. Let's look at the deck and see what I can add. Nope. Pipe. I will remove that. What does this do again? Right, so I can reuse that. I can use a few of these, because I already have one, so I can use more. And I think what else I can do. Just 500, I can do that? I will. I will. Stop. Actually get this one. 5,000 life points. We'll start with 200. I think we can start with this one. I'll start with this. I'll start with. Hold on. 5. Hold on. Remove that. I do not need to see his cards. I can have 2 of those and 2 of those. These are backwards. How strong is that? I saw somebody use that. It's ridiculous. I can use this. Because I already have one. I will. I already have one, so... I'll use 3 of these. And 2 of those. 1676. So it is below the 1700 mark. Right. Let's do it. I was able to lower the deck capacity. Okay. How many of these do I have? I think I have 3. I hope I do. Than they appear. It's the card that would have beat it. Beat you. And let me check my deck. I do. I have 3. Good. I must effect. Now he's 1200. Cost me 1,000 life points. But I did it. Yeah, there's 6,400 left. Mm-hmm. Home speech wind. Nine 34, 37. Okay, not enough. Next turn. House of adhesive tape. Anything under 500 is destroyed. At least you get plenty of 700s. Notice that even here in this story mode tournament setting, that you still only get one dual reward, one dual point. Or not dual point, to increase your deck capacity, one deck capacity point. Fence. Fence, that's quite good. Like round 2. And I think he's not the boss, but he's a middle ground. He has the field power bonus. Weakness is on his side. Monster Eye. Okay, this might not be so bad. Attack! Aha! And if they have something stronger, they will perish. Hmm? Okay, this is not so bad. Last time he started with a 910, which means anything under 1,000 or 950 cannot beat it. This time he started with only 300, so it depends what he starts with. He had a good hand, good starting hand last time. And dark reduces light. That is why hourglass is weaker. There's a field decrease. So it increases by 20% its type, and decreases its what it's weak to by 20%. I think that might apply with everything. Maybe only the dark field, but I think it would also apply. Oh, okay, so you destroy something. I wonder what the forest would decrease then. If Yami decreases light, whatever, something to think about. Anyways, Muyan Curry increased my life by 200. You have 3,200. I still have Eat Kaboon. And if you do a power-up, I have that. 700. Oh yeah, I have this. I will beat you, Panic, next turn. In the show, he's called Panic the Eliminator, but in the manga, he's called a player killer. I cannot remember his name, but he's a player killer. So they toned down the violence kind of in this show compared to the manga. Black pendants. You got a power up, which costs 100. Or a woman. We are now arriving. This is our last stop. I may have lost the duel, but you will never get the Millennium items. Was that really the boss? I thought. Hold on. What about you guys? I'll have you know that my papa has many rare cards. So I have that too. You start with a 1200. That will not be easy. It is all right. I have Final Destiny. If I cannot overcome this, I will play Final Destiny. 1200. I'll wait a few turns. Okay, maybe not a few turns. We'll see if you have any more power cards. Powerful cards, I should say. I cannot wait too long because I'm taking damage each hit. Alright, that's it. Final Destiny! Everything is wiped out. Everything, even in our hands. We both begin top decking. I draw a monster. I drew it! My defense. Yeah, you starting with that 1200 is a big deal. games can be decided by the very beginning, the very first turn. At least early on. Now I have the advantage. You have some curry. Now I have 5,000 life points. It's in the bag now. Unless you have another. If you have another light card, then I'm Wizard. Not a bad card. Alright. You are through. Next turn. Shadow. Dreams beats Shadow. I think. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, you're the best. He's the boss. Yes, dear. And I start with Muyan. And we'll play this face down. And I could do the hourglass, but I will test first your strength. Ooh, eat Gaboon. No, you tribute 1550. I think I'll lose. Okay, wait. Wind beats earth, but grass beats wind. Here we go. Weakness time. Haha. It's not over yet. I'll show you what is uncouth. Ooh, you used a power up. And I activate reverse trap. Your power-ups are power downs. You were about to annihilate me. Ooh, he has 1,000. I am glad he used that power-up. That thing could wipe the floor with me. Hello. It's time to bring out my trump card. Hourglass. You do have power-ups though. So it's a worrisome thing. Now I play another one. And since you're the finale, the boss, I will go all out. I play Approach. This turns all my cards face down. And then I can use his effect again. And now they're even stronger. 1800. Roach and Hourglass is a deadly combo. Deadly indeed. That was another 1000 attacker. You have some 1000 attack cards. Wait, the powerhouse lineup. Mm-hmm. 800? I can handle that. Nice. I have enough of him. What I lost? I must buy more expensive rare cards. Very good. More pricey rare cards. We should duel again, but sometime else. Right, I won. Now we go back and head off the train. All right. Take cards. Right, I'm glad because I have 1450 life points. Grunt chased after me. You know what? I will check if you guys battle later. What a jerk. Alright, let's do the story bit. Talk to each person. Here sleeps the power of whatever. It's evil. Here we come this way? Oh, yes. Down. Killed him. I hope I need not duel that guy. You have come for the Millennium Necklace? Yes. Fine. The Millennium Necklace is yours. It is my duty to protect a Millennium item, for I am a Millennium Guardian. Oh no! I only have 1400 life points. Oh no. I think I lose this one. Need life points. I went overboard using it twice. Two gaboons. I will need it. Alright, let's see. You have the sheep. Oh no. Lets the player draw a card from the deck? Really? Interesting. I lose. It is over. I did not think I would have to, fight so many battles in a row. Deck. 1676. Let's do this again. I hope the exhibit is over. Goodness. You do not duel. How about you? I'm only going through my options. Alright, here we go. Battle these guys. We're gonna go get the first Millennium item. $700. Aha, my defense withstood. Oh, thunder. It's destroyed. Another card. Use its ability. Because I need to preserve my life points for the Millennium Boss. Over 8,000. See? You. Right. Just one at a time, rather than all coming together. Si- Same time. First that, then that. And finally, defense. Aha. That was quite a strong card, too. I was in defense. Good thing I have final destruction. Oh, you powered him up and you powered down. This gives me a fighting chance. And that reverse trap card is amazing. Gives me a fighting chance. Still more than 8,000. You're still clumsy and unrefined, but deep within you I sense a faint glimmer of hope. You have proven yourself. Take this, it is yours. It's duel. I guess he's gone. He got annihilated. So the merry band finally have a clue about what is really going on. It's she's who visited my big brother. She wanted him to get the Egyptian cards back. Mokuba, keep quiet. The title is the title of champion and the strongest cards. Only the most powerful duelist is worthy of these two things. And that duelist is me. I will recover the Egyptian cards quick and easy. I bet you guys are happy my big brother will help you out, huh? Moguma! What is it, Seto? I have no intention of teaming up with these people. Listen up, you fools. Real duelists do not need help from a bunch of cheerleaders. All you should do is count on your own strength. You guys are so weak that none of you can survive alone, and you expect me to team up with you? Don't make me laugh. Let's go, Mokuba. Rely not on thine own understanding, thine own strength. Alright, who are you? No way, I'm not a duelist. Alright, part 1 is done. We got the Millennium item, and now, okay, who are you? I'm trying to imitate Kaiba. Pretty good, huh? Huh? He does not sound like that? Are you sure? He's like, alright, let's duel the fake Kaiba. With this duel, I will finish you. Try my sheep token. My sheep is stronger. Thunder. What could beat thunder? Earth? The only Earth is my high level card. Oh. Ikaboon! I need my final Destiny card now. Or final Destruction. Forest beats not thunder, I can tell you that. But Earth, by combat. Can I do it twice in one turn? No, because you already acted. No, that will not do. This game is not easy. Dude. To finish it, we don't talk to a Shizu. Not tonight. Get to that exhibit. Find that one duelist. Beat him. And then save it. This is the last duel of the night. Where were you last duel? But you're still face down. Nice. It was a thunder. Revenge! Being tough did not a thing for my strategies. Yeah. Not a fan of Kaiba's attitude in Season 2 in Battle City. I liked him better in the first season anime. He was more worried about finding his brother. And in the second one, all he wants is to be the best duelist or whatever. Alright, that will do it for today. Not tomorrow. The next stream will be about getting the next Millennium item. And we'll get each and every one till we finish the game. See you then.